Well, how y'all doing? It's Thursday, baby. It's already Thursday evening. Like I said before, you only got to get through Friday, and we all know what Fridays are. We get through them pretty easy because we know we're looking forward to the weekend. Anyway, had a great time over at Maestro's yesterday. Had a good conversation. Even after we turned the camera off, I stayed over there for a little while. Had a nice visit, and I plan on going back to see Maestro again and maybe chase up a few other people. Anyway, how you like that shirt? This shirt, it says, Donald J. Trump, the toddler king, the tantrum-throwing toddler king, reigning from his high chair with his rattler as his scepter. Ain't that about sums it up there, old Donnie? He's a little baby. He's a little baby. That shirt was sent to us by Sally Sinden from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And thank you, Sally, and welcome to our Blue Dot family of shirt givers. I appreciate every one of them I get. We're getting a pretty high number, I think pretty well close to 80 t-shirts that people have sent me. And that's quite a statement right there, I think. And I want to thank everybody who sends one and who participates in that, because I know it costs you money and it's not an easy thing to do. So really, it just brightens our heart every time we get one. Anyway, what the hell is going on with Donnie? Well, Donnie's down in the dumps today. Well, I mean, he's in the White House. That's what he calls the White House, a dump. A dump, people. The asshole that sits in our house. The house that has been occupied by so many deserving people has a dick for it. A lying asshole sitting in it. And he calls it a dump because, oh, I don't know, it ain't got enough gold around him. It ain't got enough opulence around Donnie the dictator, the king, the man who wants to be worshipped like an idol. That guy? Yeah, that asshole. He calls our house a dump. Get the hell out of it, Donnie. We don't want your ass in there. I heard your numbers were down to 33% now, Donnie. Well, that just sucks. As I did my math before, 25% of the cockroaches that are always going to stay with your ass. And that other number's getting mighty small because there's Republicans starting to see the light, I guess. Open to get the junk out of their ears so they can listen to the sniveling little snot that we have in our house. The lying little shit that comes up with something every day just to embarrass the Republicans. And he does a good job of it because he's making the Republicans look like a bunch of sniveling snots. They're all a bunch of Klan worshipers as far as I'm concerned. Y'all better get the hell out of that party because that's all it means to me. White supremacist little cockroaches in there. Speaking of which, did you see Steve Miller? They sent his ass out there again. Like I said in my Facebook page, that's Donald Trump flipping the bird right in our face by sending that little Nazi out there to talk. And that's exactly what I think of him. He looks like a little Junior Goebbels. He is so far up Donald Trump's ass, they have to take an x-ray to find his butt. That man is just plain disgusting, and the more that the Trump organization puts that little cocksucker out there, boy, howdy shit, it just makes Donnie look even worse all the time, and that's hard to do, because he looks like a piece of shit every day. Anyway, what's going on? Trump's going on vacation. Why? Well, because he hates staying in the dump of a White House. He wants to go to his Bedminster Golf and Bribe Collection Center there in Bedminster, New Jersey, because that's where he likes to go. I'm sure they just waller all over his ass with luxury and do all the things that little Donnie likes to do. Have all the worship. I don't know. What has he got? A bevy of little girls go over there and clamor around him or some shit? That's exactly who I think that guy is. Nothing but a pervert. Anyway, he's going to a 17-day vacation. Like he ain't been there enough. Half the damn time he's been president, he's already gone on vacation to one spot or another. You're a little lying dick, Donnie. Remember when you was bitching about Obama? Shit, Obama doesn't hold a candle to your ass how much money you spend of ours on your little trips. Shit, going to one of your golf clubs to collect bribes from all your... You know, those are the people that when you coming out trying to say that Donnie called the White House a dump, Donnie comes out and says, oh, that's fake news, because Donnie calls everything fake news. everything that man calls fake news, you can take to the bank that it is true. That little snobbling shit lies about everything. But now they have, people came out and said, yeah, I heard him say that too. So there's corroboration of Donnie the Dick calling our White House a dump. Aren't you proud, Republicans? Keep after him, buddy. That's your man. That's your man, Republicans. The lying dick up in our house. That's all he is. Donnie calls New Hampshire a drug-infested den. They got that out of the quote from those phone conversations that Donnie had with the Mexican president and the Australian president. You remember back in January when he was on the phone to the Australian president and it was such a bad deal and it was an argument and all that shit and it was reported in the news like that and Donnie said what? It's fake news! It's fake news! That's what Donnie said. Oh, we did. We had a wonderful conversation. No, you asshole. You acted like a jerk. You told the Australian Prime Minister that a conversation with Pooty, you know, your boyfriend, the one that's got the PP tapes all over your ass, the one that's got you so wrapped up in illegal money coming from Russia that your ass is just tangled up in that shit. That guy, Donnie, you love Pooty, don't you? Donnie the Dick just loves Pooty. The orange orangutan takes his orders straight from... That's how come he's upset with having to sign that Russian sanctions bill. He has to go against Pooty. And he's all upset because Congress made it so they can't veto... he can't veto the shit. He can't lift them sanctions. And Pooty's all mad about that now. And Donnie's worried. Donnie's scared he's going to get his little boyfriend bad. Well, your ass is in a sling, Donnie. And we're all laughing at it. He says... Donnie blames the Congress on bad relations with Russia. Now, how about the fact they tried to hack our elections, you asshole? You just keep trying to suck up to Russia. That's what makes it so damn obvious to everybody out here. Is everything you say is pro-Russia. We need better relations with Russia. Oh, we need to really help Russia. Kiss off, Donnie. You're nothing but a Russian hack. And the more this shit goes on, the more people realize that you're just here to get those sanctions lifted from Russia. How about you want to get them sanctions lifted? How about you tell Pooty, get the hell out of Crimea. Grow some balls, Donnie. Do something. You don't like the way the sanctions are? Tell Pooty to get his ass out of the Crimea. Yeah, that's a good idea, Donnie. Why don't you do that? Because Donnie's a chicken shit. That's why. Donnie's not going to stand up to Pooty. That's his daddy. That's his boyfriend. That's his love toy. That's the one who hooks him up with the PP women. That's Pooty. And a little fact about them transcripts from them conversations old Donnie had with the president of Mexico, Nieto, or whatever his name is there. He is actually asking the president of Mexico just to please stop talking about the wall. Don't talk about the wall. And he even told him that the wall was not that big a deal. Donnie told the Mexican president that the wall is not that big a deal. Just stop saying you won't pay for it because I campaigned on it and I said all these lies and these people are going to find out that I'm a lying dick. And that's what they did. Because he is really sucking up trying to ask him to don't talk about it so he can feed the bullshit to his little minions down there. Are y'all hearing this? He is actually asking the president of Mexico to lie, to say, oh, maybe we'll pay for it or some shit to make Donnie look good. Do you think these people from other countries, the presidents and prime ministers of other countries, are going to shoot themselves in the foot and say the shit that you want Donnie just to make Donnie look good? No, they're not going to do that. They're going to call you out for the sniveling little liar you are, Donnie. And that's the same shit with the phone call that he said he got the other day from the president of Mexico, or from the one that he said he got from the Boy Scouts. More lies, because the right, those little minions, those little cockroaches over there, they love that shit. They think, oh yeah, the Boy Scouts had called in. No, they didn't call. He's a liar. I can't say that enough because it's just so obvious to this country and everybody in it that the president is a liar. That's all he is. He makes shit up all the time. He pulls shit out of his ass and expects everybody to lick it up. No, sir, baby. I ain't licking your ass for shit. I'll leave to all that to the Republicans that support your lying dick ass. Yeah, I don't have no sympathy for you. You're nothing but a cockroach. You're the king cockroach, Donnie. Steve Miller. Boy, howdy. Just every time I see the name, whew, it upsets me. He's just like Goebbels or something. He's right out of the Nazi playbook. the same way Donald Trump is. He's so proud of his German blood. How come the Germans aren't proud of your ass, Donnie? They hate your ass. Why? Because you probably remind them of Hitler, Adolf Hitler. Because you act the same way. You feed bullshit to ignorant people. And they believe it. And I believe that's how old Hitler got started, was feeding bullshit to stupid people. And the Republican Party is now full of those stupid people. They might as well embrace Russia. They might as well embrace the Nazi movement as far as to go to support this lying dick that's in our house, because there's nothing less than that. It's nothing less. He's a dictator king wannabe, wants to sit on his throne with his little rattle up there and decree things from his Twitter. He is an asshole. He thinks he can govern everything from that Twitter phone. I ain't seen that new General Kelly knock the phone out of his ass because he's up there blaming Congress on the bad Russian relations and getting ready for his another campaign stop somewhere and all that other shit that he puts out every day. Are you proud of your president? I'm not. I think he's a low-down, scum-sucking dog. And I think we need to run that right into the Republicans every chance we get. Remind him that he's a liar. Remind him that he makes bullshit up. And remind them that he expects them to believe every word of it. Make them responsible for believing that shit. And that's exactly what it is. Just a big turd every day that comes in our house. I'm sick of it, people. I'm going to be here until that man is gone. We need to just rub this right in the face of every Republican you know, because it's a disgusting fact that that man is disgusting. We have to do more than that, though. We have to reach out to everybody. We got 2018 coming up, people. I've seen some, that lady that, pilot lady that's going to be running against, I think it's Mitch Mitchell now, or Mitch McConnell. And Kentucky needs to get rid of his ass. He's a disgusting, sniveling turtle shit. And Paul Ryan, too. We need to take these races, every one of them. And we can do that by reminding the people what disgusting liars the Republicans are putting up there. That's their people. That's their man. Every one of them idiots up there in the White House on his staff. They're all out to destroy this country and steal as much money as they can. And they're doing a pretty good job of it, I think. Donnie's making money left over right. He's going to spend 17 days at his bribe collection center. Do you know how many people are going to show up there to try to rub elbows with Donnie, and how much money he's going to make off the menu, off the golf course, off the hotel, off of everything, because the presidency is nothing but a ticket to money for that asshole. That's all it is. He doesn't give a shit about anything else. He's been getting money from Russia from 10 years ago. People, them assholes, have been buying up his condos and his apartments and all that. They've been backing him for all these years, and his ass is in a bind because he had to put sanctions on it. Tough shit, Donnie. Shut your mouth and sign it. Why didn't you have a big signing ceremony? Why didn't you get up there and hold that out there in front of everybody and say, look at me, I'm so proud? Because you're a chicken shit little bastard and you didn't want to. Because you want to try to kiss Pootie's ass every time he turns around. You know, every time he goes to take a shit, you ought to be there to lick it off of him, because that's exactly what you are, you disgusting turd. Get out of my house. I want you gone. Anyway, we got Friday coming up, and so we'll have a good weekend. And maybe we get a little rain today. We're supposed to have rain for a few days down here. I was thinking about getting out in my kayak, but I don't want to get hit by lightning or some shit like that. Anyway, Blue Dots around the world, around this country, I so appreciate y'all. We're having a little bit of trouble with my Etsy store because our printer is having a problem. I'm not that big a fish in his pool. My orders get pushed back, and I don't like that. And so I might have to find another printer for our t-shirts. I'm working on it. And so if there's a delay, I humbly apologize for it, and I'm trying to do the best I can, but I'm muddling through this stuff every day. But if you want, run by the Etsy store and buy a shirt, because I need a few more before this asshole will let me print them. Anyway, we'll get them all out, though, don't worry. In the meantime, stay active, stay after everything, stay after your congressman. My day is full, baby. I was going to pick out a congressman today. I'll pick it out tonight. We'll have somebody to write to tomorrow. I don't want to let that slack. That's a powerful tool for us to all focus our attention on the one or two people that we want to try to get to. So I apologize for not having the name today. I fully intended to, but I'll pick it out tonight. And we'll write my letter, and then we'll put it up there. Everybody can see it, and then we can all write that letters, because we need to stay involved, informed, and stay on the line, not in the bunker. We got to do this, people. There's no turning from this. We have to take 2018 in a big push. We need to make a statement in 2018 that we're tired of this bullshit that the Republican Party keeps throwing out there. And so stay active, and I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate your support. Norman, Sue, I love everybody. Sally, for sending the shirts. Everybody that has sent me a shirt and a gift, I so appreciate it, because it keeps the motivation going, baby. So on that note, y'all have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll pick out a congressman to write to, and I'm going to rewrite a letter. I've been copying that same letter and changing it up a little bit. I'm going to write a whole new one, because I'm not so happy nowadays, and I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. Anyway, y'all take care, and like, share, and subscribe. John Bertabo, Blue Dot in Texas, on YouTube, on Twitter. Go by John Bertabo Speaks, the fan page. Give a like over there to Don, and stay busy, people, because we have to do this every day until we get his ass out. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and he's still going to be there, and it's going to upset me. So let's work on that. I need some sleep. Later.